Alabama football's on an absolute tear and just added another wide receiver. Let's talk about him. Stick around. This is Way Offsides. 3, 2, let's go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Way Offsides. Tell them how to say it, Skip.
Way, this is all caps, W-A-A-A-A-Y, Way.
That's right. Thank you, Skip Bayless. We appreciate you. Your check's in the mail. Welcome to Way Offsides, your favorite source for Alabama football entertainment. Alabama recruiting has been on an absolute tear. They are on a heater. They are on point, as kids would have said 10 years ago. Fresh off of a commitment from Xavier Griffin and Owen Cabell. Bama lands 3-star wide receiver out of Florida. 3-star Brian Williams Jr. This guy will be a 4-star before it's said and done. I believe Cabell will be too. But you know what we got to do? We got to talk about it. You guys absolutely eat recruiting up. So we're going to talk about it. Before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Hey, you can follow me and everybody else that's part of the Way Offsides crew over on social media. Make sure you follow Jay Will too. He'll be on with us live this Thursday night because we have a special treat for you all. You want to see what it is? I'll show you. Newly committed 4-star Alabama quarterback Jet Tamala will join us live this Thursday. So don't miss it. Be there. Send us questions that you want to ask him. Alabama just did the dang thing again. They've got another big one coming up tomorrow. Alabama is on day 9 of straight commitments, I believe. And this is a big one. This is a big one in the sense that this is a guy that a lot of folks haven't been paying a lot of attention to. He's maybe been under the radar. In terms of this recruiting class, he's only a 3-star, but I'm telling you, this is one of those evaluation projects, much like Cabell, that I think will make a huge splash as he grows and develops in this Kalen DeBoer system. Now, he had schools of interest, his top schools of interest, according to rivals, Appalachian State, Arkansas, Auburn, Bowling Green, Colorado State, a lot of other schools involved in all of this. I think Penn State was involved. Golly, a lot. Kentucky, Georgia. There are a lot of schools that wanted this kid because they're doing the same thing Alabama's doing. They're looking for diamonds in the rough. And like we've told you guys, just with the way recruiting is now, these even elite schools that recruit well like Bama, Ohio State, Georgia, they're not going to be able to stack 5-star talent at any position on their roster. They're going to have to supplement with what some would call lower tier talent. I don't want to say that Brian Williams is lower tier. But in terms of like a Sadaria Morgan and Tristan Keys, they're better players right now. They're ready to play at the next level. Williams is going to be more of a project. But nonetheless, I digress. The 6'4", 180-pound wide receiver out of Florida has chosen to go to Alabama. Now, what is Bama getting with this guy, the Lake Mary product? Well, they're getting you heard the measurements there, 185 pounds, very slim, but he's 6'4", so big body, big frame. They'll be able to build into that, and that should be pretty scary. I think that this guy, just looking at some of his film on YouTube and all over the place, I think this guy is comparable to, I don't know, like a Kevin Norwood type guy. But again, this is going to be after there's some progress, after there's some weight put on, after he develops into that position, right? And so I feel like this is a really good get. He's kind of heralded, I guess you could say, but he is somebody that a lot of people see and had on their board, maybe not at the top of their board, but Bama understands that he's complementary to what they already have, to what they're going to bring in. We feel strongly that Bama's going to bring in Cedarian Morgan in this class. You already bring in Owen Capel. Let's say Bama has room to go get one more guy, and they get another 4-star guy. I think that guys like Brian Williams and Cabell will be very complimentary to that group, and as well what's already there. They had a really good class last year. Obviously, Ryan Williams will be gone in 2 seasons. Jeremy Bernard's gone after this year. We've got guys like Derek Meadow who are there and will be the premier guys while these folks develop into what we need them to be in Tuscaloosa. And I think it's a pretty amazing strategy because it shows that the staff is willing to think ahead and evolve past how Nick Saban recruited. Nick Saban just stockpiled talent. I going back and watching a 2018 game, Tennessee game, and you've got Tua starting, you've got Jalen Hurts coming off the bench, the running back room. You had Brian Robinson, you had Najee Harris. Who else am I missing? There's somebody else in there, but just Damian Harris. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, that's not going to be the case anymore because of NIL on the transfer portal. So Alabama's staff is able and willing to look ahead and change how they're going to recruit to this roster and how they're going to the roster retention, how they're going to maintain a playable roster and squad in Tuscaloosa. And I think this is what everybody has to do as they move forward. I think this is what everybody has to do, because it's just you can't stack the guys like you used to. You just absolutely can't. So let's talk to. I like to read Andrew Evans over on 247. Let's see what he's got to say about this get for the Tide. He's a traits heavy outside wide receiver with length and athleticism. We know that he's 6'4", 185 pounds. To bake into a difference maker. That's what we're talking about here. This is a project guy who can be developed into something really, really big. His production is yet to really materialize. He looks the part. He's got a lanky frame that stretches close to 6'4". It pairs with outstanding size with green speed and explosive scores. Displays good initial burst off the line and will sink his hips to snap in and out of his breaks. Not the most physical player at this stage, but finds ways to beat man coverage with his quick feet and sharp releases. He was injured as a junior. And so you got to think he's going to develop over his senior year. His project at this stage is a multi-year contributor to the Power 4 level. I really do think that Alabama found them a really good one here. You've got Cabell, who is kind of the speedster guy, almost like a scat type guy. And then you bring in a big frame. We all know that this Ryan Grubb, Caleb DeBoer offense is built around really good wide receivers. Some of the best wide receivers in college football have had really big frames, and Williams fits that mold. Let's look. I want to look at his offers while we're here. We talked about some of them. Yeah, Florida's offered him, Michigan's offered him, Purdue's offered him. Yeah, so the kid is in high demand. And I know that a lot of people get hung up on these star ratings. Well, first of all, I say it all the time. Keep in mind that every national championship roster in the history of star ratings has had 3 stars on it. And this guy is no different. Bama got him a good one. They got 2 good ones in the past 2 days to supplement a really, really good one that they're going to pick up on the second. Foreshadowing. Hey, thanks for sticking around with us. You guys are the best. We love each and every one of you. Please subscribe before you head out the door. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how you feel about this recruiting job. Put it in the comments. Be loud and proud about it. Do you feel like the staff, do you have more confidence in the staff after they've shown 2 seasons already they can recruit really, really well. I know we got a long way to go to December, but how are you feeling about the staff in terms of recruiting? Is your confidence growing? Is it waning? I want to hear you. Thanks for sticking around. You guys are the best. Say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down, beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too, and recruit everybody. Roll Tide.